Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little duct tape purse. And it's so cute. This is mine. This is my first one, so it's not perfect, but I'm going to show you how to make one of these. So I hope you guys come on back, and here's what you're going to need wherever it's going to come out of. Things you're going to need are 2 kinds of duct tape, okay? One for your main body and one for your edging, or if you don't want to do that, you can use just one. Or, like I did on this one here, I did a duct tape and a sheet of duct tape, okay? Then, of course, you're going to need 1 plastic bag. And then you're going to need a cutting utensil, okay? And then, last but not least, a ruler if you can't cut straight. That's good, cool, fine and dandy. So, the first thing you need to do is cut down your Ziploc bag. The way I do this is I just place it on my board, firmly hold it down, then I flap this over after putting the ruler inside, and then I just firmly hold this and cut a straight line. Well, straight-ish. Okay? The excess I'm not going to need right now, but it should look like this by now. Okay? It should look like this. Now, this is still going to be too big, so I'm going to cut it down into even smaller spaces. You can do this, you know, just by eyeballing it in half. But I like, let's see, half of the, okay, now it shouldn't be too much of a problem to cut into this until you get to the Ziploc part. You know, shouldn't get too bad unless you get to this part right here, then press a little firmer. Now on my Ziploc bags, there's this edge to where you can find the Ziploc, see? This edge here. There's an edge right there. I don't like that edge, so I tend to cut it off. Just like that. It does not harm the bag or anything. So, that is how you cut down the bag for your project. Okay? Then you take your 2 colors and you figure out what is going to be the body and what's going to be the edging. Now, this is for one of my daughters who happens to love red and black, so I'm going to do it in red and black. I'm going to edge in red and my body's going to be black. So you measure out your bag and such. Okay, now with the plastic bag, you can cut the seam. I didn't. I cut the last seam I cut, and it was a nightmare. So once you got everything down, you want to do the top of this edge, or the top of this, like right now, soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our pieces that's pre-cut. It's like 5.5 inches, but that's okay. It might seem a lot for this little thing, but I would rather have more than less. Yeah, so the next thing you do is you take the tape and you pull it over. Sorry, I goofed up. Even I make mistakes. So then, you take the tape and you bend it over to about the middle. You do want to leave some of the sticky side showing, and you'll see why in a minute. Do that to both pieces. Alrighty. There's one. And again. Like that. Alright. Now, you take your Ziploc bag, okay? And you take the end that is not sticky, this end down here, and you just try to line it up to the edge of the bag. Sometimes it's an epic fail, and other times it is a total and complete success. And today, I think it's going to be a success. Oh yeah, I got this piece a little too long. And then you just go and do the other side. Okay? If you have any hanging over like that, just trim it. That's all you gotta do is trim it. Neatly and carefully. Do not cut yourself, people. I do not want any of my viewers to be bloody. It's one thing to sacrifice your art, but dude, don't sacrifice yourselves. Alright, the next step is to cover the plastic with your body tape, which is black. Pre-cut. I pre-cut this one because I needed to. So you just kinda, you want to put this like right next to that Ziploc, if you can see it or feel it. I can feel it. Alright. So if you're using a whole width of the duct tape like I am, you will be using 4. 2 for the front and 2 for the back. Yes, you do want to overlap a bit like I did. See? I overlapped a little bit. So the next step is you turn it over and repeat the process. So, this can get kind of tricky because now you're facing sticky tape and all sorts of stuff. So be careful, go slow, and you've got it. Voila. Yes, as you see, I have some bits showing. So, this is where I use my ruler. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be even. And try to get all that sticky stuff, i.e. the duct tape, get all that stuff. So this is what you have so far. Okay? Now, I'm going to open it from one side. See? It opens. And it's in there. So, now it's time to edge and seal our coin purse. So, since we're doing final steps, I'm going to take the red and do the edging. Now, you just measure your duct tape. Okay, let's see, is this thing, I allow for a little bit extra always. Like I've said, it's better to have more than to have less. Now, I'm going to measure this piece for along the bottom. This is where your ruler comes in handy if you want to use a ruler, but I don't. So, again, I just kind of eyeball it. There we go. So you should have a short piece for the bottom and a long piece for each side. And I'll show you how we double that sides. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut both of these in half, just eyeballing and following the line on both of them like this. Does not have to be perfect. So then, when you pull up, you will get, see, not perfect, a piece of duct tape like this. Okay, so again, you kind of want to put this in the middle of the duct tape when sticking. If not, you can do more on one side or less. You flip it over, press firmly down. Okay, now I'm going to cut this edge off so that our bottom piece will stick a lot better. Alrighty, now I'm going to do the bottom piece down here. And you do the same thing, you eyeball it so it's kind of half in the middle. Now if I had straighter edges, this edge would be a lot straighter, but I don't, so. And I'm not a perfectionist. I have the philosophy, clean off your edges, by the way. That way it just looks a lot better, personally. Since this is a gift, I'm going to clean off the edge. You have made yourself a duct tape. I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is what we made. I think my daughter's going to be very, very, she's going to be excited to have this. So, I wanted to say if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to come back and see more crafty ideas, go ahead and subscribe so you know when the new videos are coming out. And if you have an idea for a duct tape project that's not too terribly mind-boggling or where I have to use quantum physics or calculus or anything like that, so bad at math, just leave a comment down below and I'll sure greatly appreciate it. And you know what, guys? You have a safe day.